scale screen right now. You see a nice yellow box. Am I getting everybody to see that particular screen? Okay, so this is an actual live version. If you'll see my hand kind of come into the picture on the, I don't know if you can see the picture and the screen. Is that possible?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm actually broadcasting this screen right here on the monitor so that we get a better close-up view of it, and it's nice and clean. But it is a live system, and a brief summary of this is that it's a FB 4000 scale instrument. Our scale instrument is a touchscreen device, so that we try to, as we develop a system, I'll work with anybody and everybody to improve the efficiency of the site, improve the labeling, improve brand management, improve station clutter, whatever it takes for us to help you out. And so this particular software resides on that FB 4000. It's, like I said, a touchscreen device that is a NEMA 4X washdown, which means that if you need to kind of leave it in a cold environment or a food grade environment, it's okay. We allow that. The printer that attaches to this device is going to be your weak link when it comes to washdown. So either we provide a cover for it or maybe a stand to where we can turn this off and wheel it out and wash it separately. But printers are typically going to be your weak link when it comes to sanitation. And what we have here is the ability to log in, which means you can collect information pertaining to individuals, or most companies say, that's a lot of work because you have to manage individuals coming and going and their logins, and I forgot this and I forgot that. So they say, let's do a shift login, which is typically the number one, and I'll log in with the number one and a password of number one for shift. Everybody kind of knows that, and that helps. And then shift two is 2 and 2, 3 and 3, so forth. The screen is designed so that we can see all information on the about the product that we're about ready to label, so that we don't waste a lot of labels. We're trying to get away from pre-printed labels if we can. I know your label, I believe it was shared with me, is a colored label. Is this on a roll stock, can I ask?
No, that's just some U-line weather resistant labels.
Yeah, 8 by 11 sheet, they just laser printed on.
Okay, and I guess I'm going to have to ask some questions, so this will be interactive, but is your intention to stay with something like this, or do you want to go to a more industrialized printer that just spits out one label?
Yeah, we were looking at that print. Maybe Tim can fill you in there, but we were looking at that printer model.
Intermec?
The PC43D.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. That'll work.
And so we were looking at staying with a 4x6 label that would help us. CFIA, Canadian Food Inspection Agency, requires us to have most of that information on the label.
Sure.
Export to the province.
Liberty, if I can find it here real quick, and hopefully you're seeing it, but to mock up a label, and excuse me, I'll turn off some of the yellow things here that don't mean anything, but hopefully you can see that on the screen. And this is a 4x6 label. It would be generated off of that PC43D. The information such as lot, gross, tear, net, barrel would be live. So would the purchase order and the production date, time. I was guesstimating at some of this, but on a PC43D printer, it's not colored. So we have to make sure everything is black and white. And so I took the liberty of trying to develop a black and white logo. I apologize for how bad that looks, but if you have some nice vector graphics or black and white line graphics that I could put in place of that image, we could definitely make it look much more attractive. And we want to make sure that we have that information on there from a brand recognition and marketing standpoint, as well as the government information. If you need a Canadian inspection tag on here, we can definitely add that if that's necessary. And again, this is just a starting point. You can tweak, add, make things bigger, smaller, move things around, add barcodes, whatever you want to do to this, we can quite do.